What's the purpose of humanity? What is humans' purpose on Earth?
And you say nihilism.
I'm saying this, I'm saying based on the ancient texts, this is some bullshit. Humanity is some bullshit. It's not supposed to exist.
Come back
Nag
to this.
Hammadi Library. That's one that you need to know, tells you that despite your efforts, okay, despite your best efforts, you are not only fighting against humans for the Matrix. Morpheus said the damn shit. All the people that's in the damn Matrix that hell, um, you know what I'm saying, that ain't basically tapped in and woke the fuck up or figured this shit the fuck out, nigga, they're your enemy. So when you really see how deep this shit goes as deep as all the way to your parents, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Your own niggas' own parents is out here dead people, spiritually walking dead. Niggas got the vaccine. How can you be trusted as your own goddamn flesh and blood?
Yeah, I
So
be
if
thinking about
niggas,
that.
yeah, this is the real shit. We trying to save people. These niggas don't want to be saved. They still listening to motherfuckers what they get told on TV. So what I believe is what we're trying to do, put out the bat signal, but to take the stress off of trying to, you know what I'm saying? Just remember when you woke up, that was the time that you set for yourself to wake up when you came down here. You feel me? Now, just because you woke up, okay, put it like this, right? Let's say it's Saturday morning.
Hmm.
Motherfuckers done worked all week and shit, right? You wake up at 6 o'clock in the fucking morning, early on a Saturday. How would somebody feel if you come busting in their shit, goddamn, trying to wake them up at 6 in the morning when their shit is set to get their body clock is set to wake up at 9 or 10. Not only their alarm is set for 11. You feel me? So you coming in trying to wake a motherfucker up before there's time to even for this person's even time to even wake up, nigga. They're not gonna be fucking with that. They're gonna tell you to get the fuck on. Hence why niggas don't be trying to hear half the shit. Most people, when they wake up, they go try to teach the people and wake other motherfuckers up and try to spread whatever little knowledge that they do get. You know, most people can't get their point across to the person that they love the most, our loved ones, because it's a not meant for them to wake up in this lifetime, or B, you woke up before they did. Simple as that. You woke up
See,
before they did.
that is a hard pill to swallow though. Sometimes when you got loved ones that you want to really share what you know and what you learn, and it's just, man, people just be stuck in their ways, really. Um,
Let me tell you an
but
emergency. Hold on. Let me tell you an emergency procedure before you go on. When you're on an airplane and you guys are going down and that
yeah,
cabin loses pressure,
they say put your own mask on first. Yep, yep, you're right. You got to.
if you got it and you got it figured out, nigga, it's a miracle. If you're somebody with melanin and you are figuring this shit out, it's a fucking miracle. With all and listen, I say that because I know how the damn white man has literally tried everything to keep niggas down, and niggas somehow make slave chains fucking fashionable because that's what niggas
That's
is. You know what
crazy.
I'm saying? The salt to the damn earth. You know, it's crazy.
Okay, so this is what I gotta say about that. The first thing, you said like it's hut. It's just hut for humanity, essentially is what you said.
Nigga,
Um
not Google the definition of nihilism. You got a computer?
yeah,
Nihilism.
nihilism. Nihilism, that one?
Yeah, that one. Go
Yeah,
ahead and look it
okay.
up.
But look, this is what I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
Nihilism. Let me get this definition: a philosophical viewpoint that rejects fundamental aspects of human existence, such as knowledge, morality, or meaning. The word comes from the Latin word nihili, which means nothing, the absence of anything.
So
Nihilism is a philosophy that rejects
you
fundamental.
ask people what the damn what's the purpose of humanity? What is humans' purpose on earth?
And you say nihilism.
I'm saying this, I'm saying based on the ancient text, this is some bullshit. Humanity is some bullshit. It's not supposed to exist. It was it was something that was created off of something. Off
But
of
here,
this is a carbon copy of some shit that exists on a higher realm,
yeah.
created by a dumb, blind, ignorant, jealous God. Okay, and him and his goddamn archons, his minions, set up soul traps for humans who had souls, who had the humans who have souls incarnated down here on the physical. Okay, these people's souls is trapped in human bodies, and what they do is they get people, okay, because the part of the biggest trap, the number one trap that they say in the ancient text is they cause you to forget. They cause you to forget you could have been a goddamn high priest in a goddamn ancient society, a shaman, a healer, a doctor, something with high knowledge in a higher society in a previous lifetime. You forget that shit when you incarnate. So you think this is just your first time being on earth. This is the first time you ever did this or did that when really you've done this shit many times. Hence, you know, some people are like more chill and than others in the aspect of they're not really worried about too much the mundane things. And then you see some people that are just out partying and they're just enjoying and sightseeing and seeing all the shits and trying to do so much. It's like their first time being down here, their first
Right.
time touching down on earth. So like I said, just seeing the fact that they got these soul traps down here for people to fall in love with humanity and forget their divine origin is why I have a problem with humanity, because humanity is not the goddamn main shit to be focusing on. This is the a result of something. So I don't know. I just look at it like when it comes to when I ask people, hey, what is humans' actual purpose on earth? What are we down here for?
So let me ask you this. Have you heard about um there's a I don't know what you want to call it, but I guess a belief that people say we are the universe experiencing itself, meaning like the
Yeah,
we I mean you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying? We're each individually a piece of God or the universe experiencing itself in every um possible way to get that information and give feedback to source. What are your thoughts on that as far as going into human existence? Because you can experience if you're if you're everywhere at once, or not even like a location wise, but just that we all hear a human experience, we're the universe experience in itself. Let's just keep it right there.
this is how I see that. I look at it like when it comes to the soul that we possess, and I really feel like humans, us as humans, like when we think about that specific, you know, I don't think we can fathom the greatness of the cosmos, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Like how vast all of this really is.
Yeah, we
But for
can't.
exactly, there's a lot going on in the cosmos, and I really think we're just a small part of it. But as far as the human experience, and the human the creator, or said, experiencing itself through, I wouldn't go that far. I
No,
wouldn't go that far.
it's
And
too much ego involved in that, or what you think?
it's not even that there's ego involved. I just don't think a lot of people understand how all of this is really set up. That's all it is. You know, I believe, based on the Gnostic thought and the Gnostic text, um, that I believe in the Great Mother. Okay, going even back prior to the Gnostics, even back to the ancient Egyptians. You know what I'm saying? Uh, the primordial waters of Nu, and even before that, that's why I say I like using the Gnostic description, only because they use it in a sense of the Great Mother, right? And the Great Mother had this aborted fetus. She created something she wasn't supposed to be doing, and this nigga thought he was the only nigga out here. You know what I'm saying? And he started creating shit and doing all this and creating and fashioning whole world shit. And that's the world that
Mm.
we live in. It's the world created from this offspring of this great mother, cosmic mother, right? Now, being that, and this is where the Adam and the first humans go in, but the story goes that humans didn't have this Adam couldn't stand up, is what the text says. Adam couldn't stand up, meaning that he didn't have no spirit, you know. And the demiurge spirit was tricked into breathing the spirit that he got from his mother, which is the great mother, into the humans. Okay. And the humans with the soul possess that divine spark of the great mother in them. Now, when we say, is it the universe just is the universe trying to experience itself? You know what I'm saying? I think that's a mortal thought. You know what I'm saying? Because the hell do I have to experience some shit if I already know what the fuck it is? And I created the damn shit. And I know every possibility of what could possibly be and ever. You know what I'm saying? That's how
Hmm.
I would think of the damn shit if I was the creator of the damn shit. Ain't nothing I don't know about the damn code I created. It's my shit. You know? Um, especially if people are predestined, and there's a lot that goes in with that. So when I look
Yeah,
at it, I see we all share the same soul connection because we all have the same divine origin. It's the same aspect divided into, what I'm saying, all of us.
fractal,
Yeah, it's a
fractal.
fractal. That's really
Okay.
what it's been. You know what I'm saying? And that
Yeah.
fractal is all just a part of the Great Mother. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at the ancient text and it says that all of this will go back into chaos, and even the ancient Egyptian shit says that all of this will eventually return into chaos. You look at the damn all the movies that the Europeans put out, it's some cosmic threat coming from outer space. And what is it? Humans trying to stop this divine cosmic threat from coming and destroying Earth and all of what? Humanity. So the second humanity ceases to exist, all of those fractals go back to their original source. Okay.
Right.
And until we're all in, when we're all divided and we're all down here dreaming this shit and dealing with whatever it is that we're dealing with down here, it's like, that's where you have the illusion of suffering and pain and all of that shit being stuck down here in the physical. And it looks like from what I can see in the way the world is set up, trying to keep people in a low vibration and keeping people on a materialistic plane and keeping people loving Earth and humans and shit like that. I think the powers that be on Earth and on the outside are doing what they can to keep souls entrapped down here in the physical. You see, even because I think when you die and you're an idiot, depending on how it is that you die and whatnot, that you still thinking you're alive, or still, you know what I'm saying, going through life on a normal day basis, doing shit and whatnot, that may possibly be true, and you may be just a dumbass ghost on the other side of the damn uh not even, you may not have even made it to the fifth or sixth dimension. You may still be in the third dimension, but just disembodied. So around the motherfuckers who are physical, but we can't see them because they're not in a body. You know what I'm saying? Their spirit is vibrating at a higher rate than what our eyes can see. They're on a different part of the damn light spectrum, you know, than what
So
we know.
what? Because I'm thinking about the nihilism and what you said, and
Shit,
I'm
give me
just
something better, cuz. Rebut me.
I'm about
Give,
to right
give me
now.
something.
You are God,
There we go. Small G,
small G,
small G, small G,
or it could be big G.
depending on how you look at it. Any
Because I told you about the time that I took LSD and I was just tripping, bro. And then it was one moment, I was just like, I'm like, bro, I'm in a box by myself making this all up. Like that's what I was. That's what the conclusion I came to in that moment. Like there ain't not like just like you put on the AR VR headset and you see all that stuff around you. It's all created for you, whatever the case may be. But like that's what I'm experiencing. And Dick Gregory, he was breaking down the. He said the song "Row, Row, Row Your Boat." He said life is but a dream. So I'm kind of I be actually like conflicted about those beliefs about whether or not, you know, this is a collective experience or if this is just an experience that we create, you feel me, like on our own, from our own mind, like everything from who we interact with, like me talking to you is just me projecting an idea out of some sort of subconscious belief or whatever the case may be, whatever programming that I'm projecting out is manifesting in you and anybody else I interact with. And I be thinking about like, okay, if that's the case, why am I putting myself through so much BS? You know what I'm saying? Because then I'm like, well, then I can't be the creator of all this because I wouldn't, if I was making this shit up, I wouldn't be doing half of the shit that I'm doing. I'll be doing something way more, nigga, I would have flipped it.
or hey, or would you? See, that's the interesting thing when you open up that can of God, because it's like you think you would do the logical thing, right? The safe route, but it's like, why would I experience, the easy mode or, you know what I'm saying? Type shit. So, some people like to give that analogy that we choose to come down here and we choose this, that, and the third. And I don't necessarily believe that at all, you know. Think that anyways, but being that some people believe that you choose to come down here, and if I was to apply that shit to myself, knowing how it is, like, you know what I'm saying, how I even play video games and things of that nature, I don't fucking play the damn game on very easy, nigga. I don't play the damn game on fucking easy. If it's a game that I'm good at, I'm not gonna play it on normal. And if I've played the game a million times, aka reincarnated a few different times, I'm gonna put it on difficult. It's as simple as that. So if you've done this before and you've experienced life or you're choosing to come down here, and that's where astrology comes in, because you can actually see what your soul's journey is and what it is you may be choosing to come down here and experience and how you choose to experience the human experience, not as a feisty human with a little bit more fire to him, but as a passionate human with maybe more water, or as a intellectual human with more thought and just airy and super thoughtful all the damn time, or
Right.
just a person who's super solid is, dealing with the earth elements and shit like that. So there's really a lot of ways to pick and choose how you want to look at it. Um, I just look at the whole shit, you know what I'm saying, as
Mm.
seeing, just knowing the origins of the what you would call the universe or the cosmos and all the shit, is some bullshit.
I mean, and
But
then
go ahead.
I'll be thinking about like, okay, whether you believe in Christianity, you know what I'm saying, any kind of ancient text or whatever the case may be, I'd be thinking like it's all in interpret. What's
There
up?
you go.
All right, I got you. Give me like 10 minutes. All right. It's all like an interpretation of like through like how does a mortal interpret the omnipotent? You know what I'm saying? Like how do we it's like we
Like
trying to
immortal.
exactly so that's what I'm saying. Like how are we going whatever we believe like all the options that we have to choose from, there is no like universal truth in any of these, I believe, which will kind of play into your point about nihilism, to be honest. But I just think that if we're all even in the ancient texts, you know, Egypt, whatever, Gnostic, a man had to or a woman had to sit there and interpret what they were receiving or what they experienced, whether it was a spiritual experience, whatever the case may be. And if we're we're here we're humans, so we have emotions. So essentially, what they're doing is they capturing that emotion and that download into the form of writing, and it's spreading and throughout whoever's picking it up and passing it on. And even that, like when you put it into language, I feel like they say, it's lost in translation. Things get lost in translation. We're what is the language of the universe? I don't think it's like it's like it's not even a language, you know what I'm saying? We're not using letters. We would I think it would be more suited numbers, you know what I'm saying? And mathematics really is what I believe the language of the universe would be. But that again, that's just me, a mere mortal interpreting something. Um
A mortal born hundreds of thousands of years, if not millions of years after the first mortal. The first mortals didn't think like that. It was life was simple. We have complicated this rock that we're stuck on. We've complicated it times 50, you know, times a
yeah.
billion, you know. I have books that study, first of all, the book, The Great Cosmic Mother, just dealing with the religion of the world prior to the rise of Abrahamic religions, when the world was pretty much on a matriarchal tip, you know. It
Hmm.
was simple. Everything was based on nature. It's what you would, a Christian would call paganism today, you know. Everything was based on nature and the woman and her being the giver of life and the nurturer of life, and everything being on a more communal, tribal type of deal, and not thinking too much. Like as we sit here and talk philosophy, there's somebody in the jungle living in the Amazon, making a fire, you know, living a life 100 times simpler, doesn't know any of the damn shit that I know as far as what the hell I've read in some damn books. And his spirit is at way more peace, and he probably could go to another level farther than I can, just based on his lack thereof knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, you know, we're in a world where knowledge is an abundance. How is it that we have the most knowledge readily at people's fingertips, and yet we have the most idiots
The
at the
most
same time?
ignorance.
We have the most idiots at the same time we have the most knowledge. It really don't make no sense.
Yeah. It's
How is that?
man, I mean, I could say ignorance is bliss. I could say, the law of polarity. You gotta have that equal opposite, man. But hey, this thing's about to time out on me.
All right.
So I'm gonna send you another link. All right, bet.